The Institute was formed to help foster and develop collaborations in different areas that unmanned systems will be used. For example, precision agriculture, oil and gas industry, first response, and bring these end users into the development process as we're designing these systems from the ground up. When we think of an unmanned aircraft system, that system is the kind of the most important part of that phrase. It's not just the vehicle that we're talking about, it's the payload that goes on the vehicle that actually makes it useful, as well as the communication systems, so that the pilot, the ground operators can properly communicate with the vehicle, and then all of the safety designs and the systems that go on board to keep that system flying safely in the national airspace. The one that I'm really excited about is UAVs in first response, using these to help firefighters fight wildfires. For the most part, when you have a firefighting crew heading towards a wildfire, they have no situational awareness about what that fire looks like. And more often than not, what the crew will do is head for the smoke, and sometimes they'll stop and fight the first fire that they come across rather than fighting the fire that really needs to be fought. In understanding where all of the assets are at, the hazards, beyond this front line of the fire, is there a propane tank back there that they need to be worried about, or a house where there could be possible victims. In many locations in Oklahoma, there are no air assets. So these first responders don't have any capability to be able to look and get a large picture of what this fire looks like as it's developing.
As part of my research, which goes into my funding for my program, I'm working on a UAS, so an unmanned aerial system that flies to collect weather data prior to storms. So basically the general idea is we need more data at the location, so kind of separate another side from radar. And you fly near and before the storms in order to get a little more of that point data, so in the future meteorologists can populate their models and come up with better warning data and all that stuff. Now our warning time is only about 13 minutes for an actual tornado, and as far as accuracy, it's still pretty low for when it's actually going to happen. And we're hoping that with the added data from the aircraft, they can both extend that warning time and actually say this circulation is going to be a tornado versus this circulation is not.